This looks familiar to some, maybe. Like those panels and an very old tweeter. And I think I found at least a direction of what I want to make. Not these small panels, of course, but a combination of both. These tweeters are staying here, are laying around forever right now. And they have the same kind of top end as the very small tweeters. So that's nice. Not sure yet if it has to do with the size. Anyhow, the low end of these panels performs way better than the woofer I used before, which is weird. And I think if I scale this up, at least the bass portion, and play with some damping, etc., because now there is no damping at all, so it might be a bit honky in the resonance region, in this case 54 Hertz or something. But imaging is quite nice, and the top end is really nice of those tweeters. So it's always good to keep things around, even if I don't like it at that moment or for whatever I wanted to use it. Maybe half a year or maybe 3 years later, it combines pretty nicely with something else. Which is weird. Okay, so very shitty setup. Really shitty. It's a dual membrane on the left and a single on the right. Now, the left one is 3mm X-Max. This one is 6mm X-Max, which is, I think, a little bit too much for a single-ended. 3mm is, well, it's a double foil, which I still don't think is the best to do. It's a bit slow. It sounds a bit slow. And same goes for the 6mm X-Max, because it's a little bit too far away from the magnets, I think. And if I make it bigger, it might be possible to get it a little bit closer. Not sure yet, I have to play with damping first. Anyhow, I'll use the Röde, and I hope it works, because one of the mics was tripping out. It was making all kinds of noises. So apparently there's dust in the capsules. So I cleared that and it seems to be okay. But there's no way of setting this volume correctly, or at least it's way too sensitive. I told this a few times already, but so yeah. Gonna play a percussion maybe. At least I'll put it on. And percussion is a bit difficult because it might sound complete shit on the recording, because it has a lot of low end that exaggerates my room even more. So it might be completely unlistenable because of the room. In person it's fine, but in a recording it's terrible. Or it might be, who knows. And a very regular, crappy, high-end song, but why not? It probably is gonna be banned, but I don't give a fuck. It's also tricky because it's quite dynamic. They were way too long songs. This recorder, I don't know. I should ditch it and use the duck I have, because this one is completely unusable. If you fart, then one mic is louder than the other. So you cannot touch it, you cannot breathe on it. Nothing. Well, anyhow, this might be a complete crappy sounding thing, I don't know. To me, in real life, the tweeter has a very nice top end. It doesn't go as low as the 1 meter long ones, of course, but they do sound much better in the top end. The longer tweeters I used 2 times now, and I always have a, I don't know, there's some nasty sharpish thingy that I do not like, and I cannot see it in the measurement, weirdly enough. There's no spot where there is a, peak or something that causes that. It just sounds to my ears, maybe my ears are fucked by the way, but sounds nasty. And these do not have this, and reason might be this uses very thin aluminium foil. Actually too thin to hold corrugation, which is kind of a problem. As you can see, it's a bit like, it looks a bit like shit. But this aluminium foil does sound really nice. So task would be, if I want to make a longer or 40 centimeter or 30 centimeter or 50 centimeter version of this, I should actually try it in a very long version, but not feeling like it. I might even just reuse this drivers, see if I can fix up these tweeters a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, not sure, yeah. Anyhow, and combine it with low end from the ferrite magnets, I think. I have some new rubber magnet that I want to try, but I don't think it's the time to try. Because I know I will be playing around a week and have to buy metal again. And I have the metal for these kind of ferrite magnets. Then again, yeah, 1.5 weeks, and there's still lots of shit I want to try. Mainly damping. So I need a little bit of damping, but not too much. So it's a bit like the quad loudspeakers. They had like this nylon damping, which would give them a quite decent balance of extra lows, because you have a higher QTS woofer, but not too much. And usually without damping, it's way too much QTS. So it's honky. This one, the right one, is quite honky. And probably in the percussion, if I use that piece, it might sound really honky. It's partially my room and partially this loudspeaker that does not have any damping. Yeah, so it's a balancing act as usual. Power versus, well, efficiency versus how tight it sounds. Anyhow, the recording might be completely fucked because the recorder is either way too loud or way too low. So we'll see. Anyhow, I'll see you later. If I drawn up something and made up my mind, then we start building, and hopefully I can film some of it. Depends on how much time, well, how much stress I have. I should not stress because it's just for fun, but anyhow, I want something new. See ya!